Good afternoon, everyone. It's your host, Cece, and welcome to Someone Can Relate. Today, I would like to talk about support. I have my own views on support. Let me give you a little backdrop as to why I would like to choose this topic. Even though I know this is new, it's a new endeavor, and podcasts aren't easy. It's not easy to get people to follow anything that you do. Your visions are just that, your visions, and I get that. However, it makes it difficult when you can be a people person and you can be a listener and you can be there for people for no matter what, whether it's monetary, free, if it's just a listening ear, if it is just a word of encouragement, if it is just some advice. People lack that. And that is something that I have a major problem with accepting. When I say I have pretty much done just about every endeavor besides, excuse my language, the street woman life, as you know, we ain't gonna say the word, but you know what I mean. Lady caller, lady of the night, you know where I'm going with this. Street walker, just don't want to use the P word. However, with that being said, and I think my problem is I just don't have patience. I need to have patience before I can actually, accept people not being supportive. I know things in Rome wasn't built overnight, and nothing was built overnight except for humans, honey. It only takes one night. A little humor there. But, once again, I just wish more people would take the time to listen. I know I might not be that important, but that's why I'm trying my best to get other people to engage and listen and talk and tune in and call in so that it can be uplifting, it can be important, it can be interesting to other people. Just be supportive. Just call in and say, hey, I'm on here. If nobody else is on here, I'm on here, because at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to be consistent. This podcast is going to take off. Somebody is just like a fire. You keep on striking that match, and you keep on striking that match, and eventually a flame is going to ignite. And that's what I feel is going to happen with this podcast, as long as I stay consistent. It's not about just jumping on board every time somebody asks you to do something. Let me clarify that. What I mean by supporting people is it doesn't take much, once again, to just show a little bit of engagement. Show a little glimpse of support, because you know what? Generally, when it happens and is needed by you, then you're feeling the same way most people are when they don't support you. So, when it comes down to supporting people in their movements and things like that, just give a person a chance, or just give a person a little shout out. Myself personally, I encourage anyone to do anything that they set their mind out to. It's taken me a long time with the creativity that I've had to actually put this podcast together and use it and utilize it and actually start. Be honest with you, I used to have a lot of conversations with myself. So honestly, having this podcast is basically like talking to myself, but answering myself at the same time, but giving advice to others that I know may listen or can relate, once again. So, I guess I'm probably just seeming like I'm rambling on, but I'm fishing for the best way to facilitate this conversation so that people can understand the concept of what I'm trying to put in play when it comes to what my topic is tonight, which once again is just being more supportive of one another. I also have a Coney dog stand that I like to put up every now and then out on Copley Road. Just in case anybody's wondering, I live in Akron, Ohio. A lot of my fans here, or a lot of my friendship base, is based in Akron, Ohio. But I'm known quite a bit outside of Ohio as well. Just a worldly person. I love people. I've never met a stranger, again, like I've said. And with that being said, once again, that is part of the reason why I started this podcast, to reach more people and to meet more interesting people who may have the same interest as I, that can collaborate with me, and maybe we can build this podcast together. I do have a young lady that I will be bringing on here soon who will be considered my co-host by the name of Sharice. She will be joining us one night. She works evenings so far, so therefore we haven't been able to bring her on just as yet and to introduce her as my co-host. So therefore, if there are nights that I cannot, or days that we choose to, once we get this ball rolling, I cannot be the one to get the podcast or, record the podcast for the day, then she would be permitted to be able to be the administrator and keep the ball rolling in the meantime. So once again, we look forward to bringing Sharice Foster onto the set. She's a world-renowned author of several novels about her life story, as well as just a great community leader, someone I'm looking forward to doing an interview with, who I've known her journey, who has done a 720 when it comes to a lifestyle. And I give mad respect to her simply because knowing her journey, once again, this goes into about being supportive. She didn't have a great support system, I don't believe, as far as herself personally. But I know once she found the strength within herself to bring herself from what she was in, I mean, this woman has literally done nothing but just excelled. So hats off if you're listening, Miss Sharice. I hope you receive this compliment and this high praise of you being my co-host. I look forward to working with you soon. Again, this is going to be short and brief. I just wanted to put this out there. If any of you would like to elaborate on this topic of support, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to end this now. In the meantime, look forward to keep speaking with you all. And again, keep on coming back, because at the end of the day, we know someone can relate. This is CC, your host of Someone Can Relate, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks for tuning in.